Brother Muhammad Sadiq, he was a Christian and alhamdulillah he's now Muslim, and I'm going to ask him about his story. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
So Akhi, my first question for you is, what was your opinion of Muslims before you came to Islam?
My opinion was molded by media, as I believe everybody's in here, because we're watching TV and we're reading newspapers and they giving us their views about Islam. So I've been one of those people who thought that Muslims were dirty muggers and you know, not about the cleanliness, dirty, but about their agendas, you know, and quite crazy, blowing up themselves, you know, innocent people. Bad thing, I mean, well, when the brothers, when I started to work in Pizza Hut and brothers started to give me a dawah, I definitely thought, like, what you guys giving me dawah for, you know? You look at yourself, you know? Your guys are blowing at themselves, innocent people, children, women, you know, and then you coming saying that Islam is a good thing. I didn't believe, you know, in those things, and actually it took me heated conversations towards understanding two dominions, Christianity and Islam.
So you were working in the pizza shop and you had Muslims working underneath you and they're giving you dawah. With all that hatred, how comes you came to Islam?
Well, we know that Rome wasn't built in one day, you know.
Yeah.
It took me 1 year and a half, not me, but the guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took 1 year and a half. They gave me the two brothers were, one specifically was very hardcore, you do this, yeah, and the other one was more elaborately trying to take from you thoughts, you know, what do you think about this, how do you think, judge here and there, you know. In that 1 year and a half, you know, they gave me, the one brother Shazak Urshad, he gave me the Quran, which I didn't never open in that 1 year and a half. And that's how, in those conversations, my opinion slowly eased, yeah, about Islam, about the Muslims. Before I took a Shahada, I already practiced Islam. I didn't pray, yes, because I didn't know how to pray, but I already didn't eat a pork, I didn't drink alcohol, I stopped smoking slowly, you know, like trying to better myself in manners and in activities as well, you know.
I hope you don't mind me asking, how did your family, I mean, you're from Lithuania, how did your family, who have been Christian, practicing, how did they react to when you told them that you were now Muslim?
Well, again, the lack of knowledge, you see, it's quite interesting experience, because when I took a Shahada 6th of Ramadan 2008, after 1 month fasting already, everything, you know, I called to my parents and I said, like, when Ramadan finished, I said, like, I became Muslim. So my mom took very hard. She's practicing Christian and she goes in church and I mean, active Christian, you know. And for her it was like I've been killed or I betrayed her. But my father, he has been influenced by Russian school of thought, you know, where Muhammad was, and he didn't get any revelations, but he combined the stories what he heard from there and here, you know, and he tried to rule the society, you know, from, how to say, wanted to be from nothing to be something, you know, as from businessman to become a Khalifa, you know. When I said to him that I came to Islam, I became Muslim, he was very distressed, and being an atheist, saying to me that it's better you to be a Christian, because Christianity is Lithuanian culture, yeah, where it become culture and religion, rather than Muslim, where Muslims are dirty and blah blah blah. What I believe as well, he was a slave of the media and books, you know. So he said he will not speak with me anymore, and I, as a new Muslim, I thought, like, well, I heard something that if I will not obey my parents, I will, how to say, I will not obey Allah, you know. So I said, okay, I renounce myself from the Islamic religion, yeah, and I sent to them the message that I don't want to be, because of your wish, I'm renouncing to be a Muslim, you know. And it took me about 1 month maybe afterwards that I found out that if your parents asks you not to worship me, you have to not obey your parents.
mashallah.
So then I called them and I said, like, I didn't know, knowledge came to me. I said, I'm taking my words back, I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
It's my choice. I'm worshiping one and only one, you know, and then I don't want to hear anything else, you know. So from that time, my father, like, now is 3 years, he doesn't speak with me.
Alhamdulillah that your mother slowly got used to your Islam now. And inshallah, Allah can open up your father's heart as well, inshallah.
Inshallah.
But I also wanted to ask you, you know, now you're Muslim, what's your sort of current situation like? I mean, how has Islam changed your life in that sense?
Well, changed dramatically. I mean, I'm a totally different person, you know, physically, different person, in social activities, different person, more family orientated. I mean, totally, I'm different. Even my name is Muhammad Sadiq now. Before it was Justin, you know. So I can say it's my previous life and now this life, you know. Islam rules, you know.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Have you got a family and everything now, yeah?
Yeah, I've married very quickly after I became Muslim. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us a child, my son, Alhamdulillah. His name is Abdullah. Yeah, and well, I can't even wish any better, you know, what happened.
MashaAllah.